as this room fill up, be sure, and we mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on with it, the name. All right, Dallas Cowboys versus Los Angeles Rams. What to expect from joint training camp practice. Brought to you by Pride's Picks. We in the mix, baby. Come on with it. Yo. They say ain't no party like a Cowboy party. What about a Law Nation's rule? Give me a one. Give me a one in the chat if the audio is straight. Give me a one. Come on with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on. 1. All right. Come on. Hey, ho. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time ever being here, put 3 in the chat. And if you already been here before, just put 1. Appreciate you, Rev. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. So today is the day when we realize and we know, okay, who is really Cropper, right? Who is really, shout out to you, Action Powell. First time ever, man. Shout out to Action Powell, baby. But today is the day we really get a chance to see all of the nuances, all of the talk track about Mozzie. Is he really developing right? And then we get a chance to see T-Billy. Is it really T-Billy's ability to get separation? We get the chance to see the realism. Can Carsons slow down Tutu Atwell or Cooper Kupp or whoever else they got over there? Here's another thing that people fail to realize. The Rams, they are no slouch as it relates to drafting, as it relates to handling the cap. They got some players over there that we all banged the table that we wanted, right? Ladies and gentlemen, who out here remember, who's old enough to remember Blake Corum, by the way? Who wanted Blake Corum? Put BC, not Powder, but BC in the chat if you wanted Blake Corum here in Dallas land, right? Let me know if you wanted us to draft Blake Corums of the worlds, right? The Brandon Frisk of the worlds, you know. So that's what it's going to be like. It's one of those situations. And they had a guy last year had, I think, 11 or 12 sacks from the inside. You know, Kobe Turner. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. And if he were to do that here in Dallas land, shoot, they'll put a statue in his name out here. You know what I'm saying? As a rookie, you know, let me see if I can find his information. You know, a lot of y'all wanted Blake Corum, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure if I got the right Kobe Turner. I think that's his name. I could be wrong, but give me 1 second here. And we're going to talk about the expectations of what we want over here. Yeah. Kobe Turner is my internet trying to pull it up. Bear with me. Yes, indeed. Yeah. There would be a statue in his name at Sky Mirror. You know, they would have put it right next to Sky Mirror if we had an interior guy to give us 11 sacks last season. You know what I'm saying? He did this as a rookie. Yeah. So many people was talking about Jalen Carter and Mozzie and stuff, but they left out Kobe and them. They left out Kobe. They left out Kobe. He should have been in those conversations. Yeah. He ain't nothing to sneeze at, ladies and gentlemen. So, last time we had a double-digit sack guy, I think it was Jason Hatchard from the inside. So that's just what it is. So let's not sleep on the Rams, and the line is longer than Shaq's feet. The line is longer than Shaq's feet to come to this doggone event. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Uber there. I'm right down the street. I don't want to get caught up in the traffic there. But you guys can see, man, that line is already long. And this is my girl Nicole. She tweeted this out, and she was saying that's at 8:51. Practice is not until 2:00. Yeah, so people are already in line saying that, hey. Well, while we crying over Green Bay, did the Rams make the playoff last year? I need to know. I want to know, did the Rams make the playoff? They could have made the playoff. I don't know. If they didn't, they ain't crying about it. Them jokers ain't crying about it. Yeah. Steve Carroll, yeah, I can't. I'm on Uber there. I can't wait in that long line. I can't just be sitting in my car for that amount of time. Those people drove there, but I'll get there. I'll be there. Yeah. Where's Connor Williams so he can mishandle Aaron Donald? I think Connor Williams got signed by the Seattle Sea Chickens. Rams lost to the Lions in week 1. Are they mad about that? Are they saying that we are not showing support anymore for the Los Angeles Rams? No, they back at it. They 10 toes down for their team. So it's going to be me versus a whole bunch of Ram fans that have a lot of expectations, a lot of love, a lot of adulations, a lot of things, good hopes. They got Jared Vars. Who wanted Jared Vars on this team? Yeah, 6'4", 260 guy. They got Jared Vars, he's another guy. Far as a guy that you're gonna have to pay close attention to. So this should be some good work. This should be some good work for them. This should be some good situations for them. This should be a situation for Awesome Richards. I don't really need to see Chuma Edoga, though. We really don't need to see Chuma Edoga, but this would be a good workout for Chuma Edoga. Yeah, it's going to be a good situation for him to go up against that and this and this and that. So we'll find out. I'm looking through their roster here as well as another guy that I wanted to point out that they went and got, and let me see where his name is at. But I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. Collectively, the Dallas Cowboys and all what we can do for this particular up-and-coming practice would be answers to the test of what this team should be. Even though we got guys that's on the low end, like my guy Buddy. I want Buddy to excel. I want him to be successful in this. Shout out to Buddy. I think that Wanye has been making his name in practice. He's been doing good things. Far as Izzy, hope that he get a chance to get back out there. Zeke gonna be Zeke. We already know what he brings to the table. And that's me talking to Chauncey. And shout out to me. I had the same clothes I had on now. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've been out here so long. I'm in rotation over here, baby. And you have the quarterback room, whereas you got Dak Prescott. You have Trey Lance, Trigger Trey, by the way. And then you have Cooper Rush. I can't wait to see what he's going to do far as the backup situation. Who's going to stand tall or not at all? Who's going to be that guy? Is Dak practicing? Yes, he is practicing. So this is the benefit of the Cowboys versus watching practice today versus waiting for Sunday. You get a chance to see more of the starters today juxtaposed to Sunday, because they're going to naturally rest those guys in preseason. So it's very, very, very good to be out here and see what can happen when you get different bodies out there, when you get a different tone of guys out there. Now, Deuce Vaughn, he's still dealing with his hamstring, so I don't think that he's going to get many reps. I need to see Jalen Brooks, though. I need to see Jalen Brooks because this is where you earn your time out there. This is where you earn.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. You got to earn your ability to get out there. When we look at Jalen Tolbert, he must figure out a way to continue to excel. Let me say this again. He must continue. Both of the Jalens, all three of the Jalens, And, of course, my guy right here, he need to figure out, hey, can I continue to add on and stack these good days on top of good days? And if it can all be possible, when you collect yourself to this right here, this mindset, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be able to improve 1% a day. I'm not looking for 15. I'm not looking for 30%. I'm looking for you to be 1% better than what you were the day before. And those are the positive words that I'm trying to tell to the youth. You got to figure out a way to improve yourself just 1%. It's 365 days in a year. That's 365% that you will be better in if you just focus and get your mindset together. Appreciate you. Money Skies, appreciate you, man. Oh, Riggs, hit the wrong button. Riggs. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for the support, for the $9.99 for your mind. So appreciate you and all that you do for the nation. So I'm telling you guys that if T. Billy, this is how he can earn his grain of salt here. If he continue to make plays. If he goes into this particular scrimmage and don't drop the ball, continue to stack those good days on top of each other. This is a contract year. That's why, Weapon X, 88. Yeah, because it is what it is. It's a contract year for a lot of folks. Contract year for Zim. Contract year for Schottenheimer. Contract year for Mike McCarthy. A contract year for all of these boys. Hey, Hendershot, you see him. He got to call his shot, right? They got to do the things that can get all three of those guys right there, 10, 19, and 4. It's a contract year. And Stephen Carroll says, Law, I have a question. Would you rather have, I believe that's have, CD holding out or CD at Oxnard sitting out at practice? That's a good question. That's a good question, Stephen. I would rather, and I appreciate you for your support, man, all that you do for the nation. It's a double-edged sword. I think Brandon Ayuk is doing the, hey, I'm going to walk around and practice, dap everybody up. I'm here so I won't get fined type of things. And $1.5 million, that's not chump change. That's a lot of money that CeeDee Lamb is getting fined for. And we can always do the, hey, when we get your new contract, we can add money too. This is a big deed of a distraction. I would rather for him to hold out by himself, work the Sands, work with Dalfonte Diamond, and be with people that want him there, right? It's nothing like getting a meal from someone who wants to cook it for you. And right now, the Joneses are giving us a lot of lip services. They're saying that they want you. They're saying that they love you. They're saying that they care about you. But they allow the contracts to get in the way. And it pretty much split the nation. It split us. Some people say, hey, CD don't deserve his money. He didn't give us nothing in the postseason. And then others will say, hey, pay the man, right? So it's just a big split. It's not a way to really handle these type of things. And when we look at these type of opportunities and we would say to ourselves, all right, who can be that guy? Who can be that person to stand tall in these moments? Yes, you have your ancillary pieces like your Jalen Tolberts, like your Jalen Monroe Croppers, like your T. Billies, like your other guys that's trying to make a name for themselves, but it's not genuine because immediately when CD Lamb is getting signed, it's going to push everything back. So I don't like this, you know. And it's one of those things whereas the Cowboys love to strong arm their own guys. And I wish that we didn't have to live through this, but that's just the business model that they decided to go through. And when you're not qualified, these are things that happen. Just like, let's listen to this right here.
No, we're not.
Are we overestimating the market for Dak Prescott?
No, we're not. When he signs a contract, I expect it, frankly, to start with the number 6. I guess we'll start with the Lamar Jackson point. Lamar wasn't an unrestricted free agent, and I think.
Let me pause. A lot of people are asking when do practice start. It starts at 2 o'clock Cali time. It is still early over here. It's only 11 o'clock where I'm at. So practice don't start till 2. They don't open the gates up until 1. I would have my tail over there around 12:30-ish, you know. But you don't want to be there right now and waiting, and because you just be out there waiting, right? And then they got different restrictions when you have joint practices. So it's going to be a minute before practice kick off. I just want to let y'all know about all of that. It's going to be a minute.
I think that heavily impacted his market out there. Teams knowing that the Ravens had the ability to match that contract and the draft capital that was involved, it was a different scenario from what we would be seeing with Dak Prescott, which is much more analogous to Kirk Cousins, who's really the only comparable quarterback who actually hit free agency. And Kirk Cousins, worse quarterback than Dak Prescott, feel pretty comfortable saying that, 36 years old soon, coming off of a torn Achilles, going into a free agency, a draft, by the way, that was one of the best quarterback drafts we've seen in years. That proved to be the case, how many were taken in the first round. And he still found a team that gave him $45 million a year. You don't think Dak Prescott, who is 31, is coming off a year he was an MVP candidate, top 3 in just about every metric, is going to top that significantly, especially given, by the way, that the draft next year at this point doesn't look close to what we're seeing this year, which basically means there will be more buyers for his services. If Dak tests free agency, he is going to get paid an ungodly amount of money. Whether or not you agree with that, that's a different conversation.
All right, so that's Mina Kimes with the information for the nation. I would tell you guys that, and I'm going to, Eddie B, yeah. I'm going to say this right quick, Eddie B. Phone lines 657-390-7391, by the way, it's always open. I would say this, Eddie, is before we go into this conversational pool, if a guy coming off of a torn ACL who's a couple of years older than Dak Prescott get 45 APY, quite sure that Dak Prescott asking price is going to be a whole lot higher than this guy who tested the market, whose leg was kind of bent back with an ACL situation. And people can't quantify that, right? So the price in the bag is going to be there. And here's what my guy Eddie says for the CD Lamb conversation for the nation. Hey, Law, we can't blame CD Lamb for an offensive and defensive line issue. That has been a long-standing, right? That offensive line situation in D-line, that's been a situation. Yes, he had a bad playoff game, but I put that on the team as a whole, not as him. And that's what a lot of people get their arrows at. They try to quantify the team to one individual. I'm hearing, like, for example, Max Crosby is a real good edge rusher. He's really good, but he's not going to get scrutinized and hated like a Michael Parsons because he's going to get his bag when it's necessary, right? But he haven't done the things of the kinds of caliber of Michael Parsons. But people would take Max Crosby and say, hey, he's great. He's good. He's wonderful. But they don't hold playoff as a situation for him. Let me know when did the Raiders did something very important in the playoffs. But Parsons, to a degree, is held to another standard that he got to get things done in the playoffs. Whereas we can take, for an example, the 49ers. Bosa, yes, he got his bag. But let me know who else was on that front four other than Bosa. It's not just Bosa. Eric Armstead is dynamic. We don't have that over here. Law, did you get that Emmitt Smith video I sent you? Appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. I think I was going to play that next. Let me know if it's the same one, by the way, when I play it. So we hold playoffs as a standard here, but Trevor Lawrence is no playoff situation for him, right? There's no, for Kyler Murray, there's no playoff standards for them. But for the Cowboys, you better win in the playoffs. You better go to the Super Bowl every year. Every year, the expectations, they say they put in all of these weapons. And I'm still looking for the weapons that they say that they go out and get. Trevor says, for $4.99 for your mind, big day today. I had to head back to Texas. Okay. Earlier because I messed up the disc in my back. But it was great to meet you, my man. Hey, Trevor. Hey. I'll see you in Texas. I'll definitely see you in Texas, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate you, man. The scrimmage will be, I don't know what time. It will be 2:00 California time. That's when the scrimmage kick off. So I don't know where you guys are located at. So it's 2:00 California time. So it's not finna happen anytime soon. Eddie B says he completely agree. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, dog. And while we got people here, man, do me a huge favor. Salute to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's episode. Gobbies in Paris is still going on. That promo is there. You click there. You hit Go for Gold. You click on that. Also, when you download Prize Pick, use promo code LAW, and they will match up to $100 on your first deposit, and you can get things going in that particular likes. They have specials. They have NFL. They have also MLB, Olympics, soccer. You name it, we got it. So come on out, join Prize Picks, use promo code LAW. And this is preseason selection, so I can't wait to give you guys my analysis on what we're going to do in preseason. So look for that video out shortly. Appreciate everybody, man, for y'all support as we continue to get things going. So, yeah, so it's 4:00 Central Time. So it's still morning time. I got coffee over here, and I'm still telling people good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. But let's get to this conversational piece about what RJ Ochoa, my dog over there, he got a chance to speak to the legend Emmitt Smith on the apathy thing. And it's been over 20 years. It's been over 20 some odd years. Put it like this. The Rams, they won a Super Bowl in 1999, right? From 1999 to the next Super Bowl, I think they won it in 2021 or something like that. It took them 20 years. And they had Aaron Donald. They had a whole bunch of cast of characters there, right? They had Jared Goff and all of those boys. Had to get rid of Goff and bring in Stafford. So it's not easy winning the Super Bowl. And they even had to change states. They had to went from St. Louis back to L.A. So it's not easy winning the Super Bowl, right? And shout out to you, Kilo. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Salute. So let's listen to because we only look at this team from a Cowboys perspective, right? We don't look at it from a collective NFL perspective, right? So wanting the Rams to win the Super Bowl with Fisher would have been like us wanting the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl with the expectations of Jason Garrett. The craziest thing of it all, Fisher was better than Jason Garrett to a degree. So that's crazy. And then when they got Sean McVay, it took him 6 or 7 years. Right? And we trying to get rid of Mike McCarthy in his fourth year, in his second year, in his third year. How many years did it took Sean McVay? Can somebody put that down too? It just hit me. How many years did it took him to ultimately win the Super Bowl when he was coaching there, for the Rams? How many years? How many years did he win in his first year, the second year, third year, fourth? How many years did it took Sean McVay? 4 years. Did it really took him 4 years? And he had to move some furniture and everything around just for that to happen. So and we've been trying to get rid of Mike McCarthy since he got here. Let me know if I'm wrong. I heard people say literally, Mike McCarthy's first year, hey man, times wasn't even as bad like this when we had Jason Garrett. Oh my gosh. So let's get to this. Let's get to this right here. Let's get to this, what Emmett is saying.
Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they were asked about fan apathy. Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott. I mean, everybody has been asked about that. You, I would imagine, never experienced that throughout your career with the Cowboys.
No, I did not quite experience that aspect of it. But, we had some lean years ourselves and things that I wasn't proud of at the time you got to remember my last year was not the best year, period.
Yeah.
We did not have a successful football season. But for the most part, my career was pretty positive, and pretty much upbeat. But over the last 20 some odd years, watching our team get to the playoff time and time again, be told that we're going to do better. We're going to be this is going to be a Super Bowl year for us. And we just get completely let down. It's like fan fatigue now. I mean, it's all of that going on right now. And
let me pause. The Hall of Famer, the silver beard and all. What year we should have won a Super Bowl? I want the comments to go off. What year should the Cowboys won the Super Bowl? Was it the year that let's go through all of the playoff years since we had 4? Was it 2016? We should have been the team to win it. Was it 18? Was it 2021? 2022? 2023? Every year we should win the Super Bowl. I feel you, Casey. All right. So y'all saying last year the Cowboys should have won the Super Bowl. Without a shadow of a doubt, 2023, the Cowboys didn't have any deficiencies at like name me the team that had those odds against them that was able to win the Super Bowl when you can't stop the run and you're using DBs as linebackers. Name me that team. Go down through the history of the NFL since birth when a team couldn't average 2.5 yards per rush and they couldn't stop the run, and that team was able to win the Super Bowl. Name me that team. I need to know. I just want to know. And even I want to go back, and these will sound like excuses, but these are facts that nobody can't out-debate. Like, name me that team. That this team, like, hey, man, they made it to the playoffs. They couldn't run. They couldn't stop the run. But they ultimately was able still to win the Super Bowl. This team was using a safety as a linebacker. I just need to know. I just need to figure out who was like paper thin on defense, and they were using broken parts, and they won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Just name me that team. Name me that team that allowed 7.5 yards. It was close to 8 yards per rush. And they were still able to win. You can't pull, you can Google, you can search high and low, you won't find that. Even in the year, you can put that on Dak Prescott in 2021. But I promise you, you can't find me a team that had 14 penalties in 2021 that won a playoff game. Name me a team that had 14 penalties, a penalized team, and they won the Super Bowl. You can't name me that. And still within the confines of that particular game in 2021, our running back still didn't average over 2.5 yards per toe. We couldn't get to 3 yards per toe. Yeah. But every year the expectation stays the same. We were expected to win the Super Bowl with, dare I say, Shane Gailey. We were expected to win the Super Bowl with Dave Campo. Every year, 5-11, 5-11. It's all year. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We were expected to win with Bill Parcells. My only draw is with Bill Parcells, if we kept him for the amount of years that we had Garrett, there was a Super Bowl in there. I'm to the degree, even if you capture and collect, if Bill Parcells stayed for one more year and ran it back, we probably would have won that year. Yeah. And my guy Chris Blunt says, hey, I'm not taking no excuses from this team this year. Name me 3 free agencies that the Cowboys brought in to help this team out, Chris. And name me what the teams that been to the Super Bowl in the last 5 years, name me what they did in the offseason. And let me know if it's comparison, Name me even what the Ravens did. Here we got the quote-unquote MVP of the NFL, and what did they do for him? They went and got him one of the best runners of inside and outside, and his name is, y'all can put it down in the chat. And we didn't even pick up the phone for him, right? We didn't even pick up the phone for the dude went and bought he went and bought a $3.5 million house. he was working out in Dallas, and he's sitting there looking at his phone like, hey, ain't nobody. He's literally, Derrick Henry was literally playing this song. Where my guy? What are we gonna tell him?
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved?
They didn't call him, they didn't text him, they didn't even ask him, man. Hey Derek, man, do you want to be them boys?
and people are sick and tired of watching it. And they want to see something different. And we have to try, and as an organization, we have to go and do a complete assessment in terms of the organization itself. What is our mission, and how does our mission aligns with the football team? On the surface, we would think everything is in alignment, but to me, I think there's a little disconnect there, and we need to resolve that fairly quickly, because 20-some odd years, man, that's a long time.
It is a long time, bro. It's a long time. And the difference maker between this year and the other years would be simply, you got to figure out a way. From the 202, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, what you call them? Like the 49ers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't won a Super Bowl. Like, we won a Super Bowl before them. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
After them, yeah. They won it in '94. Yeah. We won it in '95. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
And people don't look into that because they want to say, oh, well, at least they went. But it's like you don't go to the Super Bowl to lose. You go to win. You get what I'm saying? And some people don't process that. They just love to pick on the Cowboys for some type reason. And I'm not understanding why. You get what I'm saying?
I get exactly. Look, the 49ers were 9 yards away from winning the Super Bowl last season, right? By the grace of Chris Jones busting through A and B gap, or B gap, I believe, to have Brock Purdy to throw that ball the way he threw it. That was the goodness. If the Chiefs had the Cowboys defense, they lose. They absolutely lose. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, But the 49ers, they made it to the Super Bowl. They went through hell and high waters to make sure that they get players. They saw Fred Warner. This is what I talked to my brother the other day. And you know how they got Fred Warner to that contract? When they saw him do a few plays, they said, we need to sign this brother early. Right. So, of course, they still have issues with Brandon Ayuk. No team is faultless. No team is like perfect, I meant to say. But they paid Debo all of that money, right? They got in front of it, and they paid Kittles early. They didn't wait. They said, okay, he got talent. Let's approach him early. So they either pay you early or they trade you off and they get multiple picks or money back so that they can go make sure they get things going. Even Bosa had to sit out and hold out all camp for his money, right? Because Bosa, remember, he had to sit out and hold out for his. But it wasn't on the news cycle. A lot of people don't even know that Bosa had to sit out for his bag. It's the same thing across the league, but it's just that they know how to see something and go ahead and get in front of it, opposed to waiting about it and crying about it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, though, man, that's all I wanted to say. I might be your youngest supporter. I'm 17 years old, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm not sure, but I think I am. But yeah, though, I support you.
Man, I appreciate you, man. At the young age of 17, man, you never got a chance to see it. But I'm gonna tell you, man, keep fighting, man. Keep supporting this team, and let me tell you, it's gonna feel better knowing that you didn't shift or you didn't flinch. You know what I'm saying? You just stood right in the gap, waiting for this team to lift up that Lombardi Trophy, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. You, appreciate you, man. That's from the youth, from the 202. That's from the youth aspect of it. Yeah. My guy Smoke One for you said, yeah, Bosa did. They ain't make it a media frenzy like they do us. Yes, they're just facts, man. Bosa was in the mountains with his dad. They were doing chin-ups, push-up, and his brother Joey is all together singing, songs and running heels and doing all types of stuff. But it didn't hit because it's not the Cowboys. It's not the Cowboys. And granted, I'm to the degree whereas I'm looking at it like, the teams that they kind of mentioned with us are the 49ers and the Cowboys, and the 49ers been on a longer drought, but they've been to, I believe, 3 Super Bowls. They've been to 3 Super Bowls. I remember my brother laid out like Family Guy when they lost to the Ravens. I remember my brother laid out against the Chiefs. Laid out again against the Chiefs. Hell, I remember even when the Niners lost to the Eagles. I had my other brother who was an Eagles fan, right? And he was saying, man, Brock Purdy, his elbow all smashed if he was able to get in that game, So it's always good. He was laid out. He still laid out. Let me know, Twin, where have you been? Twin, where have you been? He's still hurt. So trust me, y'all don't want to go to the Super Bowl to ultimately lose it, right? I got from the 214, I got Darius in the house, man. Talk to me.
How my phone sound?
Man, you sound, put a 1 in the chat if Darius sound good, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, keep going, bro. Keep going.
2021, all them penalties, that's Mike McCarthy's fault.
Okay.
Even on the youth football level, when you see a team commit all those penalties and look disorganized,
Yeah.
that's the head coach.
Yeah, head coach. Well, yeah, we got you on that. That was his second year here. Yep. Mm-hmm. I get you that. I get you on that. Yeah. Mike McCarthy. If we gonna put an egg on Mike McCarthy, I say this one time and I'll say it again. They allowed them to come through that stadium playing super gremlin, right? There was a team that snuck into the playoffs, kind of similar to the Green Bay Packers last season, right? And they had all of their mindsets together to put a stump of mud hole on the Cowboys. We coming out through the tunnel playing damn Dolly Parton, you know what I'm saying? we ain't playing no Crux song. We playing George Strait. No offense to George Strait and all of them, but I think that also the Cowboys and the organization, they are not tuned in and tapped in with the culture of the players. I think that also we don't have that. Look, they need to have DJ Law out there, and they need to have these boys ready to run through a brick wall, man. For real, man. They be like, man, come on, man. That's what they doing, man. Hootie and the Blowfish. Well, y'all need to play something, man, to get this thing going, man. But yeah, 14 penalties, man, and playing politics is a crazy thing. At that time, remember, they were still trying to make face on the reason why they paid Ezekiel Elliott all of that money. And Tony Pollard was the hot thing. He was the hot hand. And he only touched the ball in that entire game 3 times, bro. I'm for real, right hand to the man. That's when you're supposed to give Tony Pollard the shine. But they played that political game. But keep going, bro. Keep going.
And not only was the 14 penalties in that game,
right?
They led the league in penalties the whole year.
Yeah, true that.
The whole year.
Yeah.
That was like a precursor for what was about to happen in the playoffs. That's why I be saying the stuff that I be saying. Like, you got to look deeper than just the record.
Yeah.
You got to look at how the team is built, the mentality, the mindset, the attitude. Like, all of that matters. That factors in. Like, that's what I keep trying to say. Like, the head coach is the one that controls everything. You know, a head coach is gonna fix all. Like, y'all be talking about the, Chuma Dogas and Matt Walesko. Man, a head coach is gonna fix all that, dog.
Yeah.
You get that part right, you gonna have what you want.
Yeah. You're right, man. So all right, so here's my thoughts on Mike McCarthy. You know, I'm team Big Mike because I've seen where we came from. I get what you saying about, hey, if Big Mike don't do it this year, then guess what, Darius?
Yep.
You and Jerry Jones is in the same boat. If that's the case,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, because Jerry like, hey man, I'm not finna pay you another 4 or 5 year contract, and you can't get us out of the divisional round. You know what I'm saying? That's how he looking at it too.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all I want to check in about.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Good call from him.
Yes,
indeed. So that was a game where Randy Gregory had some penalties. 2022, though, I would tell you guys that game was a game that we should have beaten the doggone 49ers. I would give you guys that. I'm not finna sit back and say, okay, without that particular game that we were playing crazy. Because here's my thing, though. We saw the growth of Terrence Steele. Right tackle went out. We didn't try to make any type of movements for that. We go into the mindset of trying to give Tony Pollard. They made the adjustments of saying, okay, we're going to feature Tony Pollard in that particular game. And then he breaks his foot. The kicker the day before, like the week before, shoot, he missed every damn kick versus the Bucks. Who remember that? I'm sitting there like, Riggs, that kicker, come on, he can't hit water if he fell off of a boat. I'm sitting here talking about, man, we scored touchdowns against the Bucks, and here we going. Every time we score a touchdown, we can only get 6 points because he can't kick. I don't know what was going on. He had some reverse prize picks going on, right? I'm sitting here like, God dog, he messed up my prize picks. He couldn't make a kick. So here we go. We marched the ball all the way down to the 20. And Kellen Moore, he knows what he does best is the 4 curls brought to you by Kellen Moore. And We get 2nd and 2. To this day, I'm still perplexed. I don't know what to call it. You go 2nd and 2. You go empty on 2nd and 2. And you run 4 curls. Yes, I get it. Tony Pollard snapped his leg into multiple pieces. But how do you go 2nd and 2? And don't even throw a fade ball at that, but you throw it right at the sticks. Oh my gosh, man. And that's the craziest. That's the craziest loss. And Dak, he drops back, and they open the Red Sea, and all he had to do was lean forward to get the first down. But he drops back. He telegraphed the ball right to my guy, CeeDee Lamb, and that pick right there was worse than the pick that my guy Michael Gallup, who's now retired, by the way. Look how crazy this is. That ended up, got dogged at me, didn't come back to the ball, that everybody, even Michael Gallup, got pissed off at me for me to be right 3 months after the fact. And he said, yeah, Law, I should have went back to the ball. I ran the sloppy route. But that 2nd and 2 was the worst design ever, because all you had to do was just get 2 yards. And we couldn't even do that. Boy, run the ball. Yeah, banging on the table, run the ball. But it is what it is. I got a few more minutes here. Come on with it. Let's go with my guy, 254. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, Nation.
What's good with you? Talk to me. It's John, Big John. What's good with you, John?
Yes.
Talk to me, man.
Good. Hi. How your night been?
Man, great. Can't complain, Chief.
A quick question.
Okay.
What do you think of bringing another wide receiver?
Well, this is going to be this right here, John. The deciding factor of what these guys are going to look like against new bodies. Today, we're going to get a chance to see Jalen against new DBs, seeing if that could be a situation. We're going to see some 7-on-7 deals, some 11-on-11s deals with their defensive line versus our O-line. It may get a little chippy with the run game. We'll see how all of that evaluation goes through. But to me personally, as far as wide receivers, the only wide receiver that I want the Cowboys to bring in now is CD. And they need to figure it out. They need to figure out and bring him in. Yeah.
And CD haven't got paid yet, right?
Yeah, CD haven't got paid, no coins yet. So that's a powerful problem right there that the Cowboys are going through. And based off of them waiting for the leaves to fall, then CD, arguably, if I'm his rep, if I'm his agent, I'm looking at what Justin Jefferson got, and I'm saying, hey, I need to get that. I want to get that. I'm supposed to get that.
And what they talking about, Mike? Because Mike Parsons because I hear a bunch of news about Michael Parsons. I just want to. I just want to confirm it what you?
Well, here's the thing, and before I let you go, John, here's the thing. Michael Parsons' contract will not be entertained until after this season, and Michael Parsons embraces that because he already knows now, believe it or not, John, that he's about to have a better season if he can stay healthy. And because now you got a coach that knows how to utilize and use him in different variations. So you're going to see him at linebacker. You're going to see him on the edge, and he's banging.
Mike Zimba.
He's banging on that. Yeah, Mike Zimmer. He's going to use Michael Parsons in that particular light everywhere over the field, and he's already been unstoppable here right now, John. But John, let people know, man. Let us hear it, man.
How about the Dallas Cowboys? Go DC4L.
Not for short, man. That's my guy, man.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Yeah, that's my guy, John, man. Put your hands together for John. He's a diehard Cowboy fan. We got a super chat. False man with the super chat says funds for John to be able to go to the Cowboys game this year. DC for life. Keep bringing in the awesome John. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Yes, and I appreciate that, man. We undefeated when John goes to the games, y'all. So, hey, I behoove y'all to continue to support John. Let him get to the game. Shoot, we probably would have beaten the Green Bay Packers last year if he was at that game. Shoot, somehow, Tom Landry's and all of those the football guys would have been able to pour upon some blessings for us, baby. All right, I got from the 682 Nation. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
What's up? Are you good, man?
Man, I'm great, man. I can't complain, man. I'm in beautiful California weather and everything. Talk to me, man.
All right, so I got a couple. It's gonna be a lot. But, who are our secondary middle linebackers? Because the only reason I'm asking that is because I don't want the same thing to happen last year, this year. Who will, if for say, God's hope not, if Kendrick, gets injured, who's going to take his spot? Because last year we tried to put an outside linebacker to the middle linebacker. We all see how that went.
Yeah.
Besides a safety, and as well as who? Can you tell me and give me an update? Who's winning the safety battle right now?
Well, the safety battle. You want to run them all? You want to run them all? Let me keep going. Yeah,
I'm gonna run them all, and you just answer after.
Okay.
And how is the kicker Aubrey doing? Because I know he the news, ESPN is not talking about it, but from his social media, because I follow him on Instagram, he had surgery on his kicking foot. That's his money. And he did it around the same time Maj got his surgery. So I'm trying to figure out, did his power get a little weaker? I know he's still 10 for 10, but I'm trying to see that he still has that power in his leg. You understand where I'm coming from. And I know you speak on Malik Davis, but is he still does he still have that speed to him? Because Malik, from my opinion, Malik is the only running back out the group size Deuce, which I doubt we're going to use Deuce, who has some little finesse to him. You get where I'm coming from.
Right.
And the last one, how is Terrence still doing? Is he does he still have power and it pitched up and all that? Because, he had a surgery on his knee. I know he was, really bad last year, so can you do some updates on that? Yeah. Have a great day while I have fun out.
All right, I should have had my pad out, man. What I can say is the first one you said is about linebacker, right? Now, according to the Cowboys unofficial depth chart thing here, of course you got Eric Kendricks, but then behind him, who would be your Mike would be Damian Wilson, Buddy Johnson, but mirrors do have positional flex to be a Mike linebacker. But, you're talking about a lot of things that you have to know far as being the nucleus. So that's why They are trying to have preventive maintenance. They went and got a Darius Harris. They went and got a Nick Visual. I think that's how you say that man's name. And he's a guy that's a Mike linebacker as well, so that knows the philosophy and the principle of what Zim tries to bring to the table. And this will be their first day at practice. So when I get a chance to get out there, I'll be looking for number 52 and number 46. Those will be your newcomers for the team at linebacker spot. But I think collectively, since I've been here, that the linebacker room improved the best. Overshown, he's on a pitch count because you don't want to really put him too much out there because he's battling back from an ACL, but he showed us a lot. Wilson showed us a lot. Yeah.
I was happy about I was excited about Overshown. I just needed him to play a tad bit smarter. I want him to get to the season this time.
Yeah. I think that with that is that Zim, he would not allow Bull Sugar to go through far as on the defensive side of being okay. We good. We just gonna keep giving you for vanilla. Nah, he giving you variations. When you seeing bail down inside the box as a safety, you thinking, oh snap, he played a linebacker last year. But nah, he's just playing the robber role, right? When you seeing bail down inside, it doesn't mean that he's playing linebacker. They may send him on a blitz. Okay. He may have hook responsibilities. When you see Parsons at linebacker role, you say, he gonna go to flat. Nah, he's shooting through A gap. They do this variation, so they're not finna give you the same look twice. And that's what I like about Zim. I think that Zim is like a kid at a candy store because now he have multitudes of guys that's athletic enough to make plays, from Hooker to Trayvon Diggs to Bland to, God dog it me, Parsons. It did hurt for us not to have Sam Williams, but to a degree, we're going to utilize 94 in some of those capacities. Okay. So, and that's MK and Marshawn Nealon. What was the other question you threw at me, bro?
The other was how is Aubrey's kicking footing and how is his power? Aubrey, my bad. And as well as who was winning the safety battle and how is Terrence Steele doing? Like power, pass set. Oh, yeah.
Terrence Steele, he ain't going to win them all against Parsons. I don't think nobody's going to win them all, against Parsons. You can only –
my bad.
You can't stop Parsons. You can only slow him down. But keep going. Yeah.
I'm not expecting Terrence Steele to win. I just want to, all I'm asking is his set and kicking set better this year than it was last year with the wear and tear? Because his kicking set got sloppy towards the end of the year. If that makes sense.
I think that it was the inverse. I think his kick slide and his ability to be able to be in that space improve as the year progressed. Because if you look back at that, even if you look back at that Green Bay massacre, it wasn't him that was allowing pressure and sack. Yeah. You know who? You know who? Believe it or not, improved. Zach Martin. Zach fell off a little bit last year. He was hard picking up Solari's system and things because he held out. So I think that Zach Martin is up to speed now. I look at Terrence Steele. My reservation still is on the other side, though. But I appreciate you, Nation. Thank you so much for calling in, bro. Let me get my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us, man. Dak Attack from 214. Man, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. Talk to me, man.
First of all, Law, you're not doing a good job. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, appreciate
the coverage.
Appreciate
brother.
You, man.
I cannot wait to see this Rams Cowboys joint practice. I got a couple questions I want to throw at you, though. Boy,
All right.
Have the Cowboys shown you anything so far to make you want to pick up that pitcher of Kool-Aid?
Man, I got the glass, I got the packages, right? And I got the spoon. It's not time to add the water yet. I'm still trying to see how many servings I'm gonna send out yet. So I got the Kool-Aid glass and I got the stirring. I got the damn spoon and everything. I haven't poured it out yet to the people to drink yet, though. You know.
Okay, you ain't licking your fingers a little bit, just getting some of the mix on your fingertips.
You know, I'm doing a little bit of that. You know, I'm doing the packet like this. You know, you got to do the packet like this. See, I don't trust nobody that make the Kool-Aid and they don't do like this first. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we still at that phase. I'm picking out the flavor and the colors of it. So I got the container though and the spoon, but just not ready to pour yet. You know, and mix.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I want to
yeah.
kind of pick up on something I kind of touched on with you last night, bro.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of Jalen Cropper.
Okay.
And seeing a lot of Tyron Billy Johnson. Obviously, Jalen Tolbert is having an amazing camp so far.
Right.
Is Jalen Brooks in danger of getting surpassed on the depth chart?
I don't think so, because he's your outside receiver, true outside receiver. The only problem is we wanted to see Ryan Flanoy to push Jalen Brooks, but Ryan been on the injured side, so he's slowly getting back. Hopefully today he can make that movement. But out of those guys, think about it. Cooks, regardless of it, he's tiny. Tolbert, he's still like you're more of a inside to outside wide receiver. You just can't keep Tolbert on the outside all day. And Cropper is your slot guy, inside guy, Jalen Cropper. And Kevontae Turpin, you know, it's hard for him to stay on the outside because of his size. So Brooks is your by far, I think if I had a pace, I would say he's your leading X receiver.
Okay. Last thing, everybody, real quick. Tight end room. Best ability is availability, right?
Right.
Hendy and Schoonmaker, bro. You think they are in any danger of not having a roster spot?
Nah, it's too much politics. But Hendershot, he's fighting for his life though. He's fighting for that brother. He literally, what my guy is. He said, "What more do you want from me?" That's what he's doing right now.
What more do you want from me?
Because at the end of the day, he it's hard to find favors for him. The Cowboys them painted themselves into this corner, whereas you drafted Schoonmaker early. So you got to make that work because you drafted him. You got to play him. And he was a second-round draft pick. On top of that, he's been, okay, first day of pass, now my foot hurt. The second day, hey, I'm dealing with my knee, you know. You got to slowly get him in.
That's a dangerous territory to be in.
Yeah. So by him not playing helps him. Because his availability is a liability, man. And the Cowboys look at it like, okay, he's going to be this blocky guy. He's going to help block. But you seeing 81 making plays. You seeing my guy Hendershot trying to fight for his life for a spot. And Brevin Spann Ford, they paid him a lot of money for practice, you know, for to be, you know, the highest paid undrafted guy this season. But he's still on the third string depth chart because Princeton Fant comes out of nowhere and he's showing to the world, hey, I can be this hybrid look as a H-back, and he knows the system. So Brevin Spann is having a little time here. So that's why it's so important for this preseason game for him to earn his fame.
Okay. Well, appreciate you, Law, man. You're doing a great job, brother, and keep your energy up. Stay hydrated, man.
Man, I will, man. Appreciate you, man. That's Dak Attack. Let people know where they can find and follow you, though, before you roll.
Oh, man, you can find me on the Dak Attack Show on YouTube, at Dak Attack Show on Twitter, all that good stuff. It's all about Law Nation right now, though, baby.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. That's Dak Attack, man. Nothing but the best over there, man. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. Yeah, Dak Attack been killing it, man, on so many good levels, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be crazy not to mention that he holds no punches, right, regardless of who he speaks to or with or what have you. And, hey, he will absolutely fight for Dak to get paid for this particular team. He ain't with that, hey, let's just go ahead and let him go to another team type of thing to prove everybody wrong about, Dak. He like, nah, you pay that guy because it's hard to get those kinds of calibers of quarterbacks with the silver and blue on. But people have amnesia. People are prisoners of the moments, and they would say burn down the whole entire house. Think about it. See, this is what a lot of people don't quantify. In 2021, after we lost, we tore that down. We tore it down. We no longer need Amari Cooper. He only shows up at home, not on away games. We could pay Michael Gallup $55 million. They paid Michael Gallup Amari Cooper's money. It's crazy. And Michael Gallup stayed hurt. Can you imagine going into 2022 and building that relationship, whereas now you don't have to lean on CeeDee Lamb as much, and you still get that, plus you get Amari Cooper back. But we was going out there getting a guy who was 33 in the third years of age. You thought he was a master mason over there by the name of T.Y. Hilton. And we still put up 40 points on the Eagles. They went to the Super Bowl that year. We put up 40 on those boys with broken parts. Can you imagine if we were to just sit back and get out of our M&F and feelings and build every year instead of tearing down? Every year we tear down. We don't build. And that's the number one problem, because we get in our feelings, and every game is supposed to be we win in the Super Bowl instead of building. Look, I guarantee you can book it. It will be no problems paying Sam Williams. Why? He's hurt. He's injured. They're going to give him a fat contract. They pay guys that get hurt. Terrence Steele, he got hurt. They paid him. Oh, my goodness. Tony Pollard, they gave him $12 million last season. The Eagles paid DeAndre Swift $4 million, and they got the same results, same production. Look at the numbers with it, and our guy was coming off of an injury. I can't make this stuff up. But from the 820, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Hey, Law. Yeah, this is Robert Bass. I've come to your show. You've probably seen me on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been on as much as I wanted because I've had to move around. But so I haven't kept up with how things are going. I'm glad with our defense and our defensive coordinator. I feel bad about Sam got hurt and all that, but I'm more worried about how are you feeling about our offense overall?
Oh, this top five offense. I think that this offense can still be top five with the help of CeeDee Lamb. I think Cooks is on a better page with Dak Prescott. They connecting better on deeper balls or what have you, if I could say that. And run game, I think they're going to go with the approach of running back by committee. I think that Zeke brings you better power inside the goal line, and they're going to utilize Rico and Malik Davis if he get a good reps before you get to the 20.
I like this getting Zeke back. Actually, I like that.
True.
One thing I was gonna I just don't get why aren't we paying Dak, man? I mean, this guy. What is up with this? He's going to command big money. Either we're going to pay big money or let him go. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts? I know you're speaking on the caller before this a little bit on that, but what's the rationale?
They want success of the postseason before they pay him. And that's how their philosophy is right now. If they don't have the ability to forecast the Dak Prescott thing,
they don't.
Yeah,
the guy he was second MVP. I mean he was through the most touchdown passes, least in interceptions last year, and I know 12-5 3 years in a row. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Anyway, I won't keep you. Love your show. Love what you do, Law, and keep it up. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, Rob, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. Let me just say this, though, and my guy, shout out to Dak Attack. He did bring up some vital information. Like, it's all about ratings, right? It's all about being in front of the news. The Olympics is going on right now, and they don't want to intervene with that, right? Favor for a favor. Maybe when the Olympics is over, maybe they can have this breaking news that Dak Prescott gets signed. James Slater did say about 3 or 4 months ago that Dak Prescott will not get signed until August. So that's some inside stuff, right? And that could be the situation. Far as C. Dangerous Lamb, I was thinking that he gets signed by this Ram week, because you don't want to go into this particular week and having your guys go up against some ancillary pieces, like a guy that probably won't even be on this team down the stretch, and you get the chance to work out some of these guys like your Jalen Brooks, Croppers, the Racy McMaths, or what have you, but you would want to see what your star-studded wide receiver would look like against those guys who like the Rams. But maybe, just maybe, they just going to hold back on signing anyone until, after all of this stuff is done. It's all about ratings, man. It's all about numbers. Just like there was a miniature parade for the NFL supposedly losing the antitrust act with the NFL ticket season holding guys, what have you. And then money was like this to that judge who overturned it. The judge said, okay, I'll overturn it. Yeah, And now the NFL Sunday ticket's been reversed, right? I got the 703. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to us.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Man, all this can't complain.
Good here, brother. I got a theory here, and I just discovered your channel because I'm a Rams fan, and I'm looking. I thought I saw the joint practice, but this theory popped in my head about our quarterback situation because surprisingly, no one's talking about with the Rams. Jordan Rodriguez, she covers our team, and she wrote that depending on what Matthew Stafford do this year, this could be his last year.
Oh my God! Don't you say it! Don't you say it! Now, don't you say that!
Brother, it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind for a month because Dak's a California kid, and Matthew Stafford's a Texas kid. Grew up with Kershaw. You know the whole story.
Right.
It's just been on my mind. If both of them somehow became free, McVay seems rejuvenated. Like he wants like a guy who's gonna be here for long term because it seems like he's gonna. They were talking about him retiring after the bowl. But now he seems like he must be here longer. Dak's 31, Matthew's 38, but he still got it. In my opinion, he still got it. And it's just something's up with that, man. I would look into that. Both Rams and Cowboys fans, just look into that, man, because something's there.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Stafford ain't signed past this year either. Same as Dak. Something's there.
So Stafford's in a contract year. Is that what you're saying?
And what I'm saying is the way they restructured it and gave him more guaranteed money this year. According to Jordan Rodriguez, and I don't know if you ever heard of her.
Yeah.
As a Rams fan, she's all over the Rams, and she posted this is more likely his last year. Depending on how he plays, they're gonna go to the table and negotiate. They could end up signing a long-term deal. Same with you and Dak. They could end up signing a long-term deal. So I'm saying what's out there is depending on how he plays and depending on how much money he wants. They might not be willing to give him the top dollar. They say, if we got to pay the top dollar, we might as well give Dak it.
Right,
but I think Jerry Jones would love to have a Matthew Stafford, a guy who has a proven track record with the right team, can do that thing in the postseason.
I can see that.
It's just a theory, just a little theory I got.
That theory is it's some weight to it because I would prefer Dak to go to L.A. versus going to the Giants because there's a theory line that it could be a big package of Bill Belichick and Dak going to the Giants for crying out loud. Because Dak would be able to, because he got no trade clause on his contract. He got no ability to franchise tag him, and he can pick his own team. He can pick his own
And my
team
thing
next
is,
year. You know.
Why not go back to your home state and
I think no. Dak is from Louisiana though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's from
not L.A. But yeah.
From California.
No. He got a little country in him. But I feel what you're saying 1,000%. That if I can pick my own team and the team that I grew up loving pretty much don't embrace me, and I can play in L.A. Shoot, L.A. Dak. he got Puka Nacua, he got Cooper Kupp, he got unbelievable Blake Corum, Sean McVay. I can see Dak winning about 2 or 3 Super Bowls with the L.A. Rams. I ain't gonna hold against. Then he got defense. Yeah.
I can't hold y'all. Matthew Stafford might get y'all one too. If he can still walk, that man can still sling.
But every time I look at Matthew Stafford, the last 2 seasons that we played against him, he was a statue, a stick in the mud, and he couldn't even finish the season. You know, he couldn't finish the game. Cooper Rush head-to-head beat down Matthew Stafford, and then I saw what we did to Matthew Stafford last. Yeah,
we did. Yeah. All line ain't like all line. That's all. You gotta keep him up.
Okay. Yeah. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.
Hey, what's your name? Let me lock you in. Let me lock you in at least, man, so we can have some post game. You call into the show when we have the post game after the preseason game. What's your name?
I got Mo, man.
Mo. I'm gonna put Rams Mo, man. Appreciate you, Mo.
I got JJ at the preseason game, bro.
Yeah.
One
love, man. That was a very good conversation with different sets of opinion. You see, I'm telling y'all, Cowboy fans, y'all can't stand Dak Prescott and all of the PR stuff he does, but other teams are saying, give me Dak, give me water. You know what I'm saying? Give me water, make me sweat. Come on, give me Dak. But if that happened, I'm going to think of Mo. But I will prefer, if Dak is not here in the silver and blue with the star and the helmet, I prefer him to be in L.A. juxtaposed to being in the Giants. Yeah. The Giants haven't beaten us, let me knock on some wood, since 2016, since Dak Prescott been here. And those games were tight. You know, oh my goodness, man. Let me go to the 703. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me. Hello. All right. Let's go to the 469. What's on your mind?
What's good?
Not much, man. Talk to me, man.
Law Nation, what's up, baby?
Hey,
man. Big fan of you, man. I've been watching you since them car days, man. My old account got hacked, but I've been on the DTX gamer. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. First and foremost, HE double hockey sticks. No, Dak ain't going to no damn Rams. What the hell? He said he's we them Cowboys. Bro. What they talking about, man? What's wrong with people, bro? No, that's why I watch y'all, man. Dak, you know Dak gonna be here.
Right.
You know what Jerry Jones doing? He's pulling the wool over. I agree everything that you said. Olympic stuff. Know what they doing, man. Same thing with CD and Parsons. We'll be fools to get rid of our young nuclear team. We didn't have to go out and make big moves because we already got.
Okay, I see you from that perspective. So we didn't need to go get it out. We just need here's what we needed. We just need to pay our guys. We just need to pay. We need to pay.
It's the scheme you get what I'm saying? It's the schemes that we was having. Y'all talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
You understand me? It's been the schemes. We finally got some solid coaches in here. We going to the bowl this year. I'm just saying that. I don't know if we gonna win it. But you hearing it first from me. I'm probably gonna go to the bowl. You understand what I'm saying? And that would be a big surprise. Everybody gonna be crumped. You know. I even made a anthem, a new Cowboys anthem. I just posted it last night. Y'all go check it out for me if y'all don't mind.
It's
on Reality Radar.
Reality Radar.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anywho. They come on. It's already set up here to make us. I could see it. I was frustrated just like the rest of the Cowboy Nation, but not to the point of we ain't got what it takes to do nothing with. But to the point we should have added to it. We should
add to it, and that's what I'm saying. Like the whole atmosphere would have been different if we had Derrick Henry. Oh my gosh, man! If we just pull the trigger and just go get a Derrick Henry, man. And granted, the running back by committee could work.
Just so the Eagles but be that as it may, we brought our boy Zeke back. You can't break up Zeke and Dak, bro. That's what I did not understand why they did that last year.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Keep Zeke and Dak together. Like, that's like Emmett and Irvin and Troy. Like, you can't break them two up, bro. Like, they're giving us memories here similar to Irvin and without the Super Bowls. You see what I'm saying?
And what about another DB though? Are we good? What's your thoughts from the outside looking in about the DBs though? What's your thoughts on that? Like should we just at least
should have got Gilly, man? Should have kept Gilly. I think we should have kept Gilly here. To be honest, I think we should have kept Gilly one more year. But I like the core of our guys because I know J. Lou. Lou, if he just ain't mixed up and he, under the right scheme, J. Lou gonna be solid in that slot. He gonna lock it down. His pocket. I think who that gave him that name? You? I think you gave him that name. Hip pocket Lewis or something like that. But anywho, I think our D-back situation is pretty solid, Law. But I would like to have Gilly just to put a little icing on the cake. That's what I mean. Add to it. We got the nucleus to just wait till we see these 49. Wait till we see these big teams, these Ravens that's gonna come up and everything. They think we finna get demolished this year.
Yeah.
They think we finna get demolished this year. But they sleeping on the fact that we actually improving on the scheme, and that's what I like about it. McCarthy's scheme is way better than what Kellen Moore's scheme ever brought. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now we got Zimmerman, a defense, scheme to go with. Man, come on. Watch what I tell you, man. Hey, nothing but much love for you, Law. Let's keep it crunk. We them boys, man. We getting it crunk this year. Hey, don't worry about nothing, man. We already a solid team, man. We ain't got nothing to do but go up. Our window open. It's our time, man.
No doubt, man. Hey, let me hear you say it then. Let me hear you say it.
How about them Cowboys, bro?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. We still the boys, man.
Law, I'm gonna start calling in more often, man. Y'all done motivated me to start doing this content. Man. I've been watching y'all so much. I'm taking your advice, man.
Get crunk with it.
I'm trying to do this content stuff. I animated the little video and stuff. I'm new at all of this, but hey, it's gonna get there.
Man, what's your name again so I can lock you in, bro?
My name's No Chill, man. This DTX Gamer. But, the page that I put the video out on is Reality Radar. I just started it up.
Radar, okay.
Reality Radar, Beyond the Surface. Watch that's the name.
Man, I put Reality Radar Cowboy, man. Appreciate you, man, so I can have you in there.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, go Cowboys, go Law, man. Keep pushing, brother.
No doubt, man. Come on with it, man. Hey. That's a good call from boy. Shoot. I'm still in boys. That boy. That was a good call from him, man. Hey, I got room for probably one more caller before we bounce up out of here like a basketball. But for those who wanted to know like what all we need to really go up against, we're going up against Blake Corum. Red and Frisk, he's another guy. Kobe Turner, he had 11 sacks from the interior. So if we need to see whether or not Brock Hoffman can do something, actually spit on for that one. If you think that Brock Hoffman can do something, we'll see what he can do against these younger boys. Also, we'll see what all can go down from here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe. DC for life, not for short, baby. Come on with it, man. Hey, I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there. The scrimmage haven't even started yet, Q, but keep in mind, be on the lookout and stay tuned to everybody, man, that's out here and getting things going, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, share this content, and continue to grind and shine with us, baby. That's what we do. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I tell people this all the time. a prize fighter. Even when he's down, he continued to swing. Yeah, he continued to fight through it. He continued to push through it. He continued to figure out ways to make things happen. He continued to grow one day at a time, one movement at a time. And I'm looking for 1%. I'm looking for 1% daily. Right? There's a sucker born every second, right? So even down that pathway, if we can find a sucker that can be born, then they'll be good for us. And that's right. For these quarterback situations. Because like the caller lamented, hey, this is Matthew Stafford last season too, under his contract. And Dak. So is Trey Lance. Maybe they get greedy and they give us a 3rd round draft pick for Trey, or a 2nd, and we kind of flip that and use it for our good. We know one thing for sure. The Rams are not afraid of giving away picks. Come on with it. So, hey, hopefully they could be on their sucker side. You know, not saying that Trick or Trey ain't Trey, you know, but I'm just trying to put that out there in the atmosphere. We need to figure out ways to get C. Dangerous Lamb paid, though, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely do. We need to figure that out one way or another. We definitely do. Come on with it. But as we prepare for this right here,
Spartans, prepare for glory.
we got to prepare ourselves for it. We got to get gritty for it. Let me see some fires in the chat. What we pray for today is everyone to stay healthy. The moment that we live for now is the moment to see who can shine, who can stand tall or not at all. Let me see some more and more fires in the chat. Can it be Mirris? Can it be Jalen Cropper? Can it be Jalen Brooks? Jalen Tolbert? Who can it be? On the flip side, the opposing team, they got 90 folks out there too. They looking for who can stand up and do something. In the evaluation for the nation, we're evaluating their guys. And if they do something, hell, cut day, we bring them on our side. That's what it's about. Right? If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll ride with brother. How about them Cowboys? Ain't this right for the 199? Gracia. Live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those men you should never call a friend, because they bend their lives around the truth to meet their end. Cowboy Nation, that's been my time. And I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but
What more do you want from me?
the best.
Damn.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say,
I am.
Come
on with it, baby. One love. See y'all on the end, baby. All I want to do is run it up. Be sure to hit that like, share this content. We about. Mama, I love you. DC for life. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to my guy, SC, Stephen Carroll. Come on.
I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just want to run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just want to run it up.
Shout out to Jay Business for the cash app. Appreciate you.
Kinda check a song.
Lately,
I just wanna run it up.
come on with it.
Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Alright.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately,
and remember,
I just wanna run it up.
DC for life. Run it up, baby.
Kinda check the song.
What more do you
Lately,
want
I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Assets and resources that we don't
off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
They can come closer than close.
Put Jay Business in the chat for that cash app. Let me see Jay Business in the chat, man. Put JB or Jay Business in the chat for that super chat or for that cash app. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. All right, Jerry, you got me.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey, Jerry, man, come on, man. You ain't getting that over here, man.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Come on with it.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, no matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap.
He needs some milk.
The money ain't gon' stack up. Only buying car cards and get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso,